Phrasal Verbs Test. Level B2. Test 59. 10 questions. 15 seconds. 1. Despite the challenging circumstances, Sarah managed to her fear and deliver a powerful speech. A. Stand up to. B. Hold back. C. Break through. D. Put up with. Option C. Breakthrough implies overcoming or surpassing a barrier or obstacle. In this context, Sarah's fear is the barrier she needs to overcome in order to deliver a powerful speech. 2. The professor's lecture was so engaging that the students' curiosity about the subject A. Stirred up. B. Took off. C. Looked into. D. Set out. The phrase stirred up in this context means to arouse or awaken. It suggests that the professor's lecture was so captivating and interesting that it sparked the students' curiosity about the subject. 3. The manager. A meeting to address the recent concerns raised by the employees. A. Set off. B. Called off. C. Carried out. D. Got across. The phrase called off means to cancel or postpone something. In this context, the manager canceled the meeting that was scheduled to address the recent concerns raised by the employees. 4. After weeks of practicing, the band finally their new song during the live performance. A. Brought up. B. Went through. C. Brought out. D. Pulled off. The phrase pulled off means to successfully accomplish or achieve something, typically with some difficulty or challenge. In this context, after weeks of practicing, the band successfully performed their new song during the live performance. 5. The negotiations reached a deadlock, but with some creative thinking, the mediator a compromise. A. Came up with. B. Turned down. C. Made up for. D. Got along with. The phrase came up with means to generate or produce something, usually an idea or solution. In this context, the mediator used creative thinking and suggested a compromise to break the deadlock in the negotiations. 6. The sudden rainstorm. Our plans for a picnic in the park. A. Called for. B. Called off. C. Called in. D. Called up. The phrase called off means to cancel or abandon something. In this context, the sudden rainstorm caused the cancellation of the plans for a picnic in the park. 7. The offer. A new edition of the book incorporating the latest research findings. A. Brought out. B. Held back. C. Put up with. D. Looked into. The phrase brought out means to publish or release something, typically referring to a new edition of a book or a new product. In this context, the author released a new edition of the book incorporating the latest research findings. 8. Despite the criticism, the team captain and led the team to victory. A. Gave in. B. Carried on. C. Laid off. D. Kept up with. The phrase carried on means to continue or persist in doing something, despite challenges or criticism. In this context, despite the criticism, the team captain persisted and led the team to victory. 9. The company decided to the outdated machinery with state-of-the-art equipment. A. Phase out. B. Run out. C. Break down. D. Step up. To phase out means to gradually remove or replace something with a newer or more advanced version. 10. The employee's exceptional performance. Recognition from the management. A. Called for. B. Turned down. C. Put up with. D got across. To call for something means to demand or require it. In this context, the exceptional performance of the employee requires or demands recognition from the management,